What if you had a character, not a waifu, that's kinda like a tsundere, but also not like a tsundere, and also a bit kind of like an egotistical bastard, just to the extent that she thinks that she's some kind of modern day goddess of beauty, and had her paired with a character that I could only treat as one of my boys, a classified
何あんまり俺に近づかないでくれないか
Sigma male, but in more specific terms, bro cannot get in a relationship because of his religion, which in his family and also future career is basically his future career. Well, what you have there is a concoction that I could only describe as ingenuity, and it's in the form of an anime, a romance anime. Unfortunately, it's not made by Albert Einstein or Aristotle, surprisingly, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Hello, my name is Boredom, and welcome to another recording I made during 3 a.m. at midnight. That means hello. I've been grinding anime for the past week, in English, by the way. Anyhow, Medaka Kuroiwa Is Impervious to my charms. Yep. And governors, let's go. Anyhow, to you, some of my unenlightened preference, this show is a romance show about, as I've said, a waifu that has an ego so big that she could probably rival the whole entirety of Blue Lock, and a certified Sigma male, and their slow burn romance. So yeah, basically oil and water, fire and ice, two characteristics that should never coincide with each other, but they do, and it's in a romance. Frick yeah. This is ingenuity, I tell you. I mean, like, my boy over here is basically just trying to live his life, He has some sort of religion belief that he has to live through of having no relations at all with anyone of romantic intent. Damn, I sound like a nerd. But unfortunately, my boy had to choose Tokyo out of all places to go for a high school, basically the most lively city ever. To put it at a more different perspective, it's like trying to avoid alcohol, but then they're going to a bar at least every day, where people drink, and at least 3 out of 10 people on that bar are crazy. I think that's Tokyo, Not sure about the school, but have you seen like the interviews on Instagram on Tokyo, Tokyo Sims? They're freaking crazy out there, man. They know their stuff about wubba dubbing. But yeah, anyhow, as all romance goes, my boy gets seated to the heroine, the waifu, and unfortunately for him, it's probably an upcoming Blue Lock striker, Medaka Kuroiwa. And I'm actually not exaggerating here for once. This guy is out of her mind. She goes to school calling herself beautiful, most beautiful of all. Her name is literally Kawaii or Kawaii, and she literally even refers to herself as Queen Bee of the school. And that's barely even scratching the surface, man. And from that, you probably think, wow, it's the best show ever. Yeah, I'm exaggerating. My first watch was horrid, to say the least. But then I watched more. I'm telling you, man, at the start of the show, like the very start, first episode, it was actually hard for me to watch it. It was so insufferable. I had to be the big boy. I had to eat my veggies, and this was the broccoli that I had to eat. At first bite, it was like, yeah, this sucks. And then that's when I took another bite. And then words just uttered from my mouth. Wait, am I actually feeling something? That was me right there. As episodes went on. This was getting pretty good. It turned from unsufferable to genius. The relationship is literally bread and like oil, This doesn't mix. It shouldn't mix. But that's where the ingenuity comes in. It's like the gods themselves from above, got a hold of the author's pen and just started writing with him. What if a crude oil sandwich actually worked? And that's what lit the match. I started to like the show. I started to like my boy, who had it basically instilled to him. Gongs before hoes, being seduced in quotation marks by an egoist. who actually by the episodes kind of develop less insufferable, more cuter, and I freaking love it. And that's where the ingenuity comes from. The crude oil sandwich worked. The act of doing the same things over and over again and expecting different results. The definition of insanity itself. But hey, they also called geniuses insane back then, didn't they? And now that's enough of my rambling. I don't really have much to add on the show, but it's not bad. It's pretty good, not gonna lie. Obviously, I exaggerated very much in this video, but I don't care. Hey, it's a cute show. I was actually gonna drop this just watching the first episode, but I pushed through, and here we are with a video. If you want cute slow burn romance that's with a bit of spice, little herbs, and also things that you don't commonly get, crude oil sandwich as I call it, well, just watch Medaka Kuroiwa Is Impervious to My Charms. It's a solid show, I tell you. Ingenious even. Anyhow, that's about it. If you've made it this far, consider subscribing, maybe even liking the video. Sayonara, bye bye.